War is upon us, whether we like it or not, and our energy economy is not exactly anywhere near being in the black, so I'd say our work is cut out for us this episode, wouldn't you? Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Ancient Relics in our Legacy of the Forerunners series. So this was a slightly higher energy deficit, over 100 in fact, towards the end of the last episode, so we have a lot of work to do to make sure that we kind of keep that above zero during this episode, but fortunately, we do have a few things to help with that. If I can find the right hotkey there. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. No, that's not it either. Which one? There it is. Okay. Yeah, so we have 32 minor artifacts, and we can sell to private collectors to a point. Now, we also have the option to find military applications, so we can get military bonuses. So that might help in wartime. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do this just to see what happens. What aspect shall we focus on? Combat drugs, and this is added for 60 months, so 5 years. We're not going to be doing a lot of invading because we're playing tall-ish, right? So let's improve shield damage. Harmonic isolation is what we'll pick. And then I am going to sell to private collectors down to 20. Now, of course, that doesn't fix our energy deficit, and we still have some work to do, but we have a lot of alloys. We also have a high amount of volatile motes and a decent amount of exotic gases as well. So we're going to be able to fend off that deficit until it improves, I think. Let's also take a quick look at our stations and see if there are any places where we can improve the situation there. Doesn't seem like it there. What about Evermarcus? Is there anywhere? There is some Zro, but we don't have the Zro distillation technology yet. And Cytine is down here. Now, of course, we do have an unconstructed energy mine there, which we can look at. And then the Hatram station as well already has their trading company in place. So we are still using the influence that we currently have to expand in this direction. Let's take a quick look at... Yeah, we're going to give the order to build that. These need to be built. And then we're going to keep an eye on that and continue to get those built. Now, of course, that is going to make the energy deficit go up and down. But because we are also dealing with a war, we're going to have to go ahead and send Task Force Campus. I think I'm going to send them to... Let's send them to Silib first of all. And kick up to speed 2. We won't go up to speed 3.
Sustaining damage.
Yeah, that's just our good friend, the Shard. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Widboril system. These strange objects have been flagged as Kof aliens. Way over here. Okay, well, let's go ahead and give the order to investigate those because that can give us some additional... Alright, so I think we have a construction ship on the way to do that. Yes? Yep. And it's a good ways away, unfortunately. But it is on its way. As I was saying, we're going to keep it on speed 2 as we are now in a conflict. And I'm really hoping that these guys will be focused elsewhere in the fight so that we can do some damage to them and help the war score in our favor.
Has cracked our comms protocols.
Nice. After successfully, show-offs indeed, translating their language, we have established communications with the Evandari Trade Association. All right, so they look like they are militarist and xenophobe, but not particularly good. So I bring greetings from the chairman, or from Chairman Doc, son of Rakan, the undisputed ruler of the Evandari Trade Association. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. The way forward lies in our hands, Evandari. We don't have a way to make a better impression on them in the beginning of this, unfortunately. Beauregard is a little bit slower than Task Force Campus. So he's going to be lagging behind. That's part of the reason I want to send them to Silib and have them hang out for a bit. We can see that our energy deficit is really not improving. However, looks like we've established communications with the Mudagon Merchant Guild and gained some additional influence from that. Well met, friends. I represent the Mudagon Merchant Guild, and let me be the first to welcome you to the Ozila system. Well met. So let's take a quick look at what we can get from our association with them. Looks like rare crystals. How are we doing on rare crystals? We actually could use some, but we don't want to add to our energy deficit, so we're going to have to hold off on that for the time being. I'm really hoping that we get the opportunity to increase our energy output on our various worlds, but I think we can resolve this before long. All right, the Evandari Trade Association has closed their borders. Let's return the favor. One and done, and then continue on speed 2.
Construction project concluded. System survey concluded.
We need to keep an eye on these systems in particular. Now, we have a lot of influence to spend. I'm going to take advantage of that to the best of my ability. Doesn't look like there are any enemy fleets that are looking to jump in from this direction.
Hostile IFF signatures detected.
Yeah, but that's a good ways away. We have some sensor stations set up. This is the sector capital here. We have healthcare campaign. It's not good. I do need to re-up that. I can do capacity overload if I have 240 influence, but I'd rather use my influence to finish expanding into this territory here. That seems to be the most important thing. No, improved energy initiative is actually not about energy at all. But one thing I will do is we're going to jump to the market. Notice that the slave market, well, right now there's no slaves for sale, but notice that the slave market doesn't actually take as long to load up in this save as it does in the Roma Galactica 2 save. So there are some issues, I think, with the fact that that other series is from an older game save. For those of you watching both series on the channel right now. Okay, so let's sell a couple hundred of those. Let's sell 500 consumer goods. And sell 500 volatile motes. The volatile mote sale is really what's going to help us. And then I'm just going to sell... You know what? No, I'm not going to sell anything other than that.
Construction project concluded.
Okay. So now that this fleet has arrived... Question is, though, where's Beauregard? Oh, wow. Beauregard's way behind. That's a shame. Okay, we're going to hit here, then there... Right, I can't even give the order to go elsewhere yet, but we'll take it one step at a time here. All right, looks like that's been built, which means I can send you here.
Hostile IFF signatures detected.
These fleets aren't particularly capable of attacking my fleet on its own, so I'm not worried about sending them in without Beauregard. Certainly not as worried as I would have been earlier in the series. All right, so we got our society research boost finished. We can go ahead and go for the additional civics slot, which seems like a good idea. Also, we could increase our administrative capacity, which would help us as well with the energy problem, among other things. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay, we have a new development in one of our archaeological projects. That's very good. All right, let's go ahead and build a starbase there. Hello/goodbye. By tracing weak energy traits, or trails, most likely left by spacefaring vessels, one particular asteroid in the cluster was singled out. Closer inspection of the asteroid surface asserted the theory of prior space traffic, as multiple signs of landing and takeoff was found on the rocky exterior. Sensors also indicate hollowed out areas and tunnels within the asteroid, and the next step is to initiate an excavation to find out more. Keep digging. We got a minor artifact from that. This will help fuel our continued pushback against our energy deficit problem. And this is the healthcare campaign edict, so I can close that notification. All right, we are about to enter their territory. It looks like they're moving to intercept, but I think we're going to be okay here.
Striking hostile station. Construction project concluded.
Glad we have that Grand Herald on our side. All right, that system now belongs to us. It's going to be really handy to have that. Let's go ahead and take that system as well, because it's not going to take long for us to get there. It'll help Beauregard catch up in the meantime.
Survey concluded.
Speaking of Beauregard, where are you? Still all the way back there. Yeah, they're a good ways off. All right, what else can I do? We have this construction ship here that has nothing to do. Let's go ahead and build that mining station. We're almost done expanding where we need to expand. I'm a little bit annoyed with these guys. But
construction project concluded.
all right, so we're doing pretty well with the Grand Herald. I'm glad we got that ship in our corner, because otherwise we'd be in trouble. Let's move there, then there, then there, and then we're going to hit that capital with everything we've got. However, we're probably going to have to change course, because I would prefer to intercept these guys as smartly as possible. Just kind of keep an eye on them. Doesn't look like we have any new building opportunities on our current worlds, sadly.
System survey concluded.
It does look like both of these fleets are moving to intercept.
Construction
So they will probably intercept in Haramuth. That would be my guess.
Construction project concluded.
Yeah, it's taking a while to move across the Joomla system.
Striking hostile
yep.
station.
That was faster than I thought. Okay, feeling pretty good about this so far. Now, it seems like one of their fleets did jump away. And actually, both of them are jumping away. So that gives me the opportunity to follow the path I had originally laid out. Let's actually change it slightly and go to Mesa first, then back to Ziobir, and then we'll go to Usodan after that. All right, so that's going to be over very quickly. That's not a built-up
survey concluded.
station. Now, we haven't lost any ships yet. Fleet still at full strength. I intend to keep it that way. You can see that our energy deficit is lighter than it used to be. Okay, good. We would like to extend our deal, certainly, with the researchers, and we are going to not buy, but sell a little bit more. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and add the Delta Pavonis system to our territory there. Task Force Campus is intercepting earthquakes on Turdaga. So this is the subterranean empire. So we will lose 20% happiness, or we can demand an apology. Let's add 10 devastation. Well, it's 10 devastation either way, but we're going to demand an apology with them. Or from them, rather. Turdaga, as a result of the devastation, has a housing problem, but that should go away of its own accord as the devastation, can't talk this episode, as the devastation decreases. Alright, so far this fleet is moving through Lozavata territory relatively unchallenged. They know they can't fight me, so they're just letting me run all over them, which is kind of hilarious, to tell you the truth. Now, I can bring armies to this fight if I really want to. But again, we're not playing tall. My objective is to... Alright, good. The archaeological site has been finished. My objective with this is to just do damage to them as directly as possible. So that's what I'm going to be focused on in this particular conflict. Sorry, just making a note of something really quick. Alright, so still nothing I can do about Turdaga. Let's take a look at this. Getting inside the asteroid, the expedition made quite a fascinating discovery. Abandoned cryopods, hundreds of thousands of them, lined vast dugout chambers. Each pod was opened and inactive, giving the impression that they had already fulfilled their purpose. The current theory is that the asteroid served as some kind of colonization shuttle, hurled through space towards some prosperous habitat. When in proximity to its destination, automated systems woke up the slumbering cargo, and they left the asteroid in short-distance spacecraft to get to their new home. So, engineering research gained 500. So, not a particularly bountiful reward, but I'll take it. All right, let's hit Ziobir. Meanwhile, you can see Beauregard coming in. He's going to be able to get to us a little bit more directly. So this station might be able to do a little bit more damage to my fleet. No, just kidding. Grand Herald's kicking their ass.
Research concluded.
Nice. All right, we finished the administrative capacity research. We can create resort worlds. Ooh, the ability to build 2 more star bases. That's relatively cheap. Let's go ahead and do that. We've also finished cruiser build speed and cruiser build cost upgrades. Okay. I do want battleships. I do. Yeah, let's go ahead and add battleships. We are at war right now. I think the devastation on Turdaga has also caused a bit of a consumer goods shortage. I'll have to keep an eye on that, though, because it could be more than just that. All right, so where else can we go? We're going to have to hit those fleets directly, and I think we'll win that combat if we do.
Construction project concluded.
Beauregard is almost caught up. He's still going to fall behind if we start moving too quickly, but
System survey concluded.
all of this combat is
without
helping us out.
incident.
All right, yeah, that's right. Let's send you on automatic exploration. The first battleship class ship that we build is going to be Takarlith class. That's happening. There's no stopping that. We don't yet have the influence to expand there. That's fine. Let's go ahead and just move you there. It's a shame that we've burned through that influence so quickly.
Research concluded.
Right. Physics research boost is done. Now we might be able to get some research done that will help us with our energy shortage, but for now it doesn't look like that's the case.
Special project concluded.
Warship restored. The engineering crew manning the ISS Jomdor are pleased to report that the mysterious warship found on DO4A has been successfully extracted from the planet's hostile environment. Its corroded components have been repaired and replaced where needed, including its discharged power core. As the hulking warship was powered back on and regained operative status, it swiftly became evident that the machine possesses a notable degree of artificial intelligence. We can communicate with it on screen. So this happened in the Roma Galactica 2 series, I think. Booting systems, activating biointeractive interfaces. Warning, diagnostics have not been run for 1,761,125 days. Would you like to run them now? Run diagnostics. Designation, Voidborne Warform S875.1, Plasma Thrower online, Matter Disintegrator Cannon online, Kinetic Disruptor online, Targeting Matrices online, Compliance Module online, Biointeractivity Module suboptimal. Hardware status memory drives A7 through C18 have failed. So, please wait, diagnostics complete. Where are your makers? Searching unknown. Why were you alone on that planet? Memory drive A7 has failed, unable to answer query. Who made you? Makers. Yes, your makers. Who are they? Makers. Never mind, it must be stuck in a loop. Query, are you makers? Not yours, we found you alone on a planet. In a manner of speaking. Let's be honest. Hardware management systems have identified several foreign devices. Please confirm origin. If you're asking about the new parts, yes, we repaired you. New entities perform restorative operations, provided hardware replacements, ergo new entities are makers. If you want to look at it that way. Unit S875.1 was isolated from command units. Unit 875.1 was unable to escape hazardous planetary environment. On day 1,761,125, Unit 875.1, S875.1 reserve generators failed. Unit S875.1 faced gradual molecular dissolution due to hostile surface solvents. Yet, Unit persists. New entities performed reparations. Unit will serve new entities. Welcome to the Oranathi Technoclave. So, we're being a little bit kinder than we were in Roma Galactica 2. The warform is not particularly strong. We are still going to have it... Let's see. I'm going to give the order for it to follow... Well, actually, no. I'm going to have the order to have it come home. I'm going to give the order to have it come home. And just orbit the Vajra station for now. Because I don't want to lose it. What have we here? Alright, so there's that. As I throw my pen across the desk. Alright. Do we have enough influence to do another? No, but we can build those mining stations, so let's get that done. Alright, and we can bring you back home, so let's definitely do that. Yeah, we need 22, 21 and some change influence in order to make that happen. All right, Tav Kaleba, we were looking at this a moment ago. Let's go ahead and build a generator district there. Idramore needs some housing. So we're going to get that started, and that will help with our energy problem. Beauregard still catching up, unsurprisingly. Part of me wants to hit their capital and just put a stop to this. Okay, Athesa. Let's see. We already have civilian fabricators here. I could do another one, though. There's nothing stopping me, and that would help with the consumer goods situation. We have a huge mineral surplus, so that is not something I feel bad about. Tell you what, let's go ahead and go to the market. I'm going to do a little bit more in the way of sales. There we go. Up above 5,000 again. That'll help with our influence. Yeah, that energy district will help a lot. Okay, Hidden Worlds. Records aboard the station revealed that the former inhabitants were deeply religious and had no contact with the outside world, which they feared and despised. Every aspect of their lives was governed by an omniscient oracle who scribed their destinies at birth. Divine will decided everything from their choice of partner and occupation to the minutiae of their daily lives, leaving them with little individual freedom. Most were afraid to diverge from their destined paths, as all who did perished under mysterious circumstances. Curious. So we encountered this one in the Roma Galactica series as well. One of the ones that we stumbled upon, despite the fact that we weren't expecting to run into those anymore. So let's hit Gurtab, Sismok, and then Pollux. And then I think I'm going to move straight for Loza, because it doesn't seem like their fleets... Yeah, they're down here. So their fleets might be moving toward... Yeah, we're going to have to bring them back this way. Maybe we'll avoid Loza and go straight for their fleets here, because our allies are getting attacked, and they're potentially moving fleets toward our territory. All right, so the Evandari Trade Association has declared us a rival. We already have 3 rivals, so we can't make that a mutual decision, unfortunately. New contact. The Huron Citizen League. All right, so they're militarist and egalitarian. Strategos Trak sends regards from the ruling council of the Huron Citizen League, or Huron Citizen League. We hope for a productive relationship with your people, but be warned that our military will respond to any transgressions near our space with maximum force. Peace be with you, Hurons. All right, so they're all the way over here. Our galaxy is starting to fill itself out a little bit, which is nice to see. Sucks that we didn't get any influence from that encounter, though.
Another day, another scientific breakthrough.
Okay, starbase capacity is improved. We can do climate restoration. Or, I'm going to go ahead and go for galactic administration so that we can get that additional government civic. We won't have the influence for it anytime soon.
Construction project.
But it's time to pursue that. Let's build that starbase. We'll get a little bit more energy out of that. Our energy situation has improved with this episode for sure. All right, so borders have been closed. Let's return the favor. Back up to speed 2. Is that still? Nope. Okay, so our energy situation isn't as good as it could be. However, this might fix our consumer goods issue. We'll see. All right, where are you? You're here in Pollux, taking on that station. So we've got to give some orders now. Let's go ahead and send you here, then here, then here. As a matter of fact, right, good. Beauregard is going around, which is what I wanted to happen.
Construction project concluded. Receiving transmission.
The Ornathi people should not be prisoners in the Ornathi Technoclave, and neither should our own people be limited to inhabit our territory. Let us agree to remedy this. So the Citizen Coalition of Zathoria, hegemonic imperialists, they're authoritarian and fanatic militarist, want a migration treaty with us. So we want giant cockroaches running around? Hang on, what are their traits? If we let them become citizens, is that worth it to us? We need to look at species, not contacts. There they are. All right, so they are... they're just agrarian. So, yeah, I don't know if that's... I'm going to decline that. That's not going to help me particularly much. I mean, it'll provide additional pops and give me the ability to settle additional worlds, but...
concluded.
I already have enough colonies to settle as it is.
System survey concluded.
I'm not worried about that. All right, let's hit Fear at Mathaz and then Wadriax. And then I need to move down this direction because they are taking some territory away from my friends. So this should go particularly well. It's good to get rid of some armies. Does look like we're down one ship here.
Research concluded.
Yeah, we also have to upgrade the fleet, but we can't upgrade it while we have the Titan with them. Lest we forget. Alright, 0-point reactor will help with my ships. Let's go ahead and research the chemical plants just so that we can have that research concluded. And we don't have any influence with which to continue expanding here, but I can send you to a system where you will be able to build. And then I can have this mining station be built, as well as that research station. The archaeological team has made an unexpected discovery. Embedded within the station walls is a hidden surveillance system that seems to have been feeding visual and auditory information to a single point somewhere within the station's core. Someone was monitoring the disciples at all times, even in their most private moments. In some places, the equipment has been torn out or sabotaged. Closer to the central hub are signs of violence and disruption. It seems as though, at some point, the inhabitants discovered they were being monitored. Curious. So we got 5 more minor artifacts from that. Anything else we can do on our planets? Not a lot. Let's see. We've been trading volatile modes. Let's say let us continue, and I'm going to keep this down to just 1 volatile mode for 10 energy credits a month. That should help with our energy situation at the beginning of the next month, because I don't think we were doing that little last time. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, did save a bit there. All right, this is our first official engagement with them. Yeah, it's not going particularly well for them. Alright, so they just got utterly demolished. That was satisfying. Esteemed oligarch Valdur Din Tarab, a decade ago the Ornathi technically had pledged to support the Artisan Troop, and yes, I would like to continue to do so, because I want that unity. Thank you very much. Let's also sell 5,000, and then another few thousand minerals, because we can. For no other reason than we can. There we go. Does seem that our consumer goods situation has mostly resolved. There's a ruined interstellar assembly here. That's tempting. I want to kind of take that. I really want to take that, actually. Okay, so another fleet is here. Let's attack that. Oh, we've already engaged them in combat, so there's that. And then I want to have... I'm giving some orders. Even though the arrows aren't showing, I think these orders are queuing up. I would like to finish off those guys. We're going to let these combats play out.
System survey concluded.
Oh, wow. Yeah, lots of damaged ships on account of doing combat after combat. All right, so that's worth thinking about. All right, so there is a little bit of debris here from all this combat. Kind of makes me want to send a science ship. That one is investigating that particular... Oh, hey! Hey! Wait a second. We have some uncollected trade value. Okay, well, we have a lot to think about because we've got this trade value that's uncollected. I've got to deal with that. That'll help with the energy situation, which is improved but still not fixed. And in the meantime, we also have to make sure that the Task Force Campus heals before it gets involved in conflict with a couple of fleets that could actually do a little bit of damage to it. So we might step back for a moment and then come back in once Beauregard has joined up with us and is willing to is able to support us a little bit more earnestly, and also our ships are able to withstand a little bit more damage. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.